Okay, so if you saw the last video, you know that I was trying to salvage one of the channels that came through, and it didn't work. I tried. So I'm gonna try to summarize that video because I feel like the message was still important, and I know that they'll guide me. They'll give me the messages that really need to be pushed through. Okay, so what came through was that you're not lazy. How did I want to phrase it? I think that's what I said. You're not lazy. Um, you're recalibrating. I feel like there was another word. You know what? Usually I write up a summary so that I can put in the description box. I wonder if that. You're not lost. That's it. Okay. See? Thank goodness I did that. You're not lost. You're not lazy. You're recalibrating. That was what came through. And the other thing that came through was a song by Madonna Holiday. And the parts that were coming through, there were just like sections of the lyrics. So it was take some time to celebrate, and it would be so nice. That's what came through. That's it. And I had to kind of try to work through all the lyrics and remember what song it was. Um, ooh, see, something is really trying to stop this because that video, I told you everything went haywire, and now I feel like my throat is like clenching, and I was fine. All right, guys, I don't know why. Something doesn't want you to hear this. I don't care. I'm going to try to tell you what it is that came through before as best as I can. But the gist of that message, the part that I really want to push through, is that if you feel like you need to take a break, and you have mental health days, or you have, vacation days accrued, use what you can. Um, because it felt like you just need a little bit of a break. And and one of the other things that came through was like, was the tower card, but this was after the tower crumbled and there was all that rubble around. And this person was picking up the stones and moving them, kind of clearing the path to lay a new foundation, to rebuild. But because of all that, wow, I'm suddenly feeling dizzy. Okay. Anyway, um, okay. So, but because of everything that happened, ooh, jeez. Give me a second. I feel like I need a minute. Yeah, I just did a quick clearing because that was wild. Anyway, what I was saying was that after the tower crumbles, and the person is clearing the foundation, so that they can rebuild, it takes a lot of effort to clear that rubble. And what I saw was that, whoever it was that was picking up the stones and moving them, they just like sat back and leaned on one of the stones, like, okay, I need a minute. Kind of like what just happened. Okay, is that why? I don't know. So it was like, like you need a minute. Just take a minute. You need to like pause for a beat in between shifting into that new. Because when the new comes in, yeah, it's going to be fresh. It's going to be vibrant. It's going to be, I feel like, I don't know, like I see spring and like daffodils, and like it feels like momentum. Oh, okay, there's a ding. Well, a notification. Yeah, that there's going to be momentum. I want to say you're changing career paths. Maybe that's relevant, okay? But so while you're sending out those applications, or while maybe you're taking some certificate courses too, because I see that. Okay, so you're making the effort. You're trying to change. Hold on. What are you showing me now? Yeah, you're trying to change paths, but don't rush it, is what I'm getting. I don't know what that is. Like someone. Okay, I don't know. I really don't know what that is. It's just, oh, like why it, I know what I'm seeing, but I don't know why, like what the point is. I see someone riding their bike um, down like a city street, like the city bikes. I don't know where you're going, but you're going somewhere and you're in a rush. I don't see anything else except for someone riding the city bike. I don't know. Maybe this is confirmation. Maybe you were just riding a city bike. I don't know. Because it's not, I don't see anything before or after. I just see someone with a helmet riding their city bike. I can't even see like the street signs. It does feel like it's a busy road, so I want to say it's in the city, like it's in Manhattan. Um, but honestly, nowadays it could be anywhere. Any of the boroughs are pretty crowded. Yeah. Okay, I don't know where that part is going, but anyway, like I said, things are starting to pick up, or things are going to pick up, and before that happens, you need to be well rested, and you need to be. Oh my God, my head is hurting now. I don't know what is up like this. Why don't they want you to hear that you just need to rest? You need to rest. I don't see why that message is such a big deal. I don't know. But yeah, if you need to rest, you need to rest. That's it. That's what I want to say. You take those breaks if you can, because when things speed up, you want to make sure that you're well rested and you don't feel like this. Like you don't feel dizzy, you don't feel like you have like a splitting headache. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I don't know why this message is getting so. I have never had like this level of like attempts at trying to distract me while I'm trying to record. I don't get it. I'm just telling you to take a break because they're telling me to tell you to take a break. Maybe this is like the last chance they have to distract you. Don't get distracted, okay? If you need to take a break, rest, recalibrate. It's not being lazy. You know why? It just came. Everyday life matters. Someone meditating. Okay, they just reminded me of something else that came through when I was channeling in that other video was that when you're in survival mode, there's no time to do any like introspection or, like just reflect on who you want to be, on how you want to be better. You don't have the energy for that because you're in survival mode. You're, living paycheck to paycheck, or you're just barely able to get enough hours to sleep, if that. Maybe you're not even getting enough. You're getting like 3-4 hours tops. And when you're in that mode, you're not thinking about evolving spiritually. You can't. You don't, again, you don't have the energy. And that's why you're being called to rest and relax. And that is why they don't want you to hear it. Because if you do take that time, then you are recalibrated. You're struggling if you don't take the time. But if you do take the time, I feel like a sense of like freedom. Like again, springtime is really coming through. And I know it's just around the corner, but I'm talking about like that feeling of like renewal, of rebirth. Um, you won't get there if you're struggling, with your mental health, with your sleep schedule. You won't get there if you're barely able to afford anything because you're struggling to make ends meet. That's the point of keeping you stuck. That's a dark. I mean, I know duality and okay, what fell out? Oh, look at the tower. We're talking about the tower. The light of power. Energy, passion, action, sex, desire, determination, ambition. And underneath that is aggression, competition, conflict, confrontation, war. Okay, those are the two sides of a coin. Like someone would rather you be on the other side because when you are exhausted, maybe it's easier to push your buttons it's easier to keep you in that conflict. Whatever it is, if we're talking about a personal level, or heck, even if we're talking about like a global level, that is what they do. You can't fight back against, your rights being taken away if you're busy struggling to put food on the table for your family, right? That's a dark agenda, but oh my goodness, the Tower here and enlightenment on the bottom. This is what they want to keep you from, okay? Seed of awakening, awareness, meditation, spiritual path, liberation, ascension, deep truths, insight, purity, eternity. There you go. Burn or be burned is on this Tower. I just keep hearing struggle when I see this. But we were talking about the Tower. The Tower card. There's Tower. I still haven't gotten used to what side to point to. Yeah, look at that. But when you take that time to rest, and like I said, when you recalibrate to charge, it should be okay. Your energy is focused on the right path. You're not distracted. You're not struggling. Even if you're busy, it's purposeful. There's intention behind every step that you take. You're not kind of like wandering life through that fog. And as I'm saying that, I want to say the fog is lifting because that headache is going away. Wow. Okay. Ooh. We're talking about like feeling refreshed. I feel refreshed. I feel like it. You're not going to believe me. I was about to say, I feel like a boost of energy, and the sun, conscious, oh, conscious ego, creative life force, leadership, personal power, confidence, expression, vitality. That is, oh my goodness. See, you will have the energy to fulfill your purpose, of course, but then also, oh, I didn't take that card out. Also work on your soul's evolution. Tick all the boxes that you're supposed to tick down here. What you're supposed to learn. I want to take this. I feel like putting this down. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's what they want to keep you in. They want to keep you away from. They want to keep you away from that seed of awakening, like what we saw on that Lotus card, right? 1111 alignment. You won't be able to answer that call if you're struggling. You're going to miss it. Like when you have that fog over you, you miss things. You don't see it. Oh, but when you are rested and again recalibrated keeps coming through. It's like you're acclimating to this new, those messages of ascension came through. Okay, so you're acclimating to it's like a new baseline, like a new, what do you call that? There's another phrase for it, like a new set point. Okay. So like every time you level up, you get up there and you have to kind of let the foundation stabilize. I don't know if this was in that reading that got messed up or if this was in another one that actually came through, but I do remember this. I remember seeing a stone like settling in the ground so that it could be level and it could be sturdy. That's what it would keep you from. That's why you need that time to rest and rejuvenate and recalibrate and acclimate and create a new set point so you can be balanced. So that foundation that you're about to build this new future for yourself, so that it's stable. Wow, okay. They're trying to keep you out of alignment, but you can't. You're not going to let that happen. Okay, because that fog is going to lift, just like it just did for me. That headache, it was trying, the dizziness, I don't know what the heck that was. It was random. It was sudden and then it was gone in like, a couple minutes? Yeah. They're going to try, but they can't. They can't distract you. Okay? I feel like taking out this alignment. Oh, I like that. I know it didn't pop out, but I just feel like I was just doing that side to side shuffle and look. The angels 444. I told you they can't take you off track. You're following your intuition. You're following your inner wisdom. We said stability. Look at that. Higher guidance, clarity, stability, honesty, foundations. Oh my God, do I love you guys. Look at that. Clarity is on the second line. Clarity, stability, honesty, and foundations. And connect with your guides just behind that. I transcend. See, you will not be taken off track. You won't. They're going to keep trying, but no, you're too connected to your intuition now. And keep connecting with your guides, okay? So that whenever this happens, like whenever something is trying to mess with you, they can help you resolve it. You just have to ask them, okay? And they will. They can't go against your free will, but if you ask them for help, they will help you. All right. Okay. Let's see. What else? Oh my goodness. I feel like the messages that need to come through are coming through again. See, I remember when that recorded, the portion of the video that just, I don't know what happened. Like I said, it went haywire. I felt like, no, I still want to try to create the QuickTime file so I can upload it so that you can see it, because there were still messages. And even though there wasn't the video, the audio was there. But it just didn't work out. It wasn't, it recorded up until the point the video went out. So, not recorded, it created the file up until the point the video went out. So there's no way around it. You weren't going to get through that. Like you weren't going to get to hear it. But now I feel like the messages, like the main point of that message is coming through again. Okay, fiercely devoted is there. I feel like that's your team of light for you. Fiercely devoted to you, to helping you achieve your goals in this lifetime. Whatever it is that you signed that contract, that soul contract for, they want you to succeed, and they're going to help you as much as you can. Anyone tries to get in your way, they're going to get in their way. And that's what I got. I just see a leg tripping someone. I guess that's what they're going to do. Anyone that tries to trip you up, they're going to intervene first. They won't even get a chance to get to you. That's funny. Okay, what else do we have for them? Ooh. Okay. Let's see what that is. I think it was Saturn, right? Yeah, look at that. Saturn has been coming through a lot, guys. So that transit is important for you. Saturn entering Aries, it's important because it keeps coming out. There's a reason why this same card. There was a point where I think it was the Venus card that kept coming out. I don't know, and it meshed so well with whatever the channels that were coming through. And now this time it's Saturn, and I saw Saturn in I don't know, an astral journey. How do you refer to that? Yeah. So karmic lessons and karmic rewards is what I want to say. It says tangible rewards on this card, right? Yeah, karma, life lessons, and tangible rewards. But karmic lessons and karmic rewards came through. So it's time for what's yours is yours. I'm going to keep saying that. No one can take it away. They can try. And I feel like saying someone has tried to take away what was yours. And they might have gotten they're showing me, yeah, I think it's just like a piece of a pie. Or is it cake? Maybe it's cake, because I see someone reaching, it's disgusting, who takes cake like that. But I see someone taking cake with their hand, trying to take a clump out of yours, but they can't get the whole thing. They only get a little measly portion, and that too, there's so many crumbs that are falling, they don't get it all. They tried to take it from you, but they're not getting it, and their hand is a mess. It's almost like being caught red-handed, right? It's obvious to everyone, because you see the frosting and the cake and everything all over the place. Yeah, no. Oh, the Tower, the Sun, 1111, 444, the World. Look at this. I just want you to see that. I don't know if you can. Okay. That's the Tower with Mars. It's the Sun. It's 1111, 444, and Saturn, the World. So it's aligned surprises. I was going to say blessed opportunities, and aligned surprises just came out. Maybe that's also a part of the tower. It's like it's going to be sudden, but it's positive movement forward. And again, karmic rewards. Okay, look at these cards. Just, I don't know. If this doesn't say blessed, I don't know what it says. Right? You took the right action. Here it is. There you go. The right action. You took the right action in the past. You always did. That's how you try to live your life. With integrity is coming out. Yeah. I like this for you. Because if someone tried to take a chunk out of your cake, like, please, who do you think you are? Right? Like, how dare you? How dare you? You live your own life. If you want the same, if you want the cake, put the work in it, like to make it. Because I'm seeing someone baking a cake, like putting all the ingredients together. This is another thing that's been coming through in different ways. So there's one that one really stuck out in my mind because it was like, even when I was channeling that, I was thinking like the audacity, like someone. So the one that I'm talking about is, people are standing in line. This is like the 19. I want to say like, I don't know why 1920s keeps coming out, but like way back then, during like that factory work time where it was usually men that would go into work with their little tin lunch boxes, because that's what I see. And there was the table set up front on payday, and there's someone who was looking through the register of like, names and the days worked and then the amount that they should get paid. And so the person first in line showed up for work every single day. And of course, they expected their full pay and they got it. The person behind them did not show up for work every day. But instead of taking accountability and being like, well, you know what, I took Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday off. I just showed up on Friday. So, of course, I'm not going to get my full pay, right? No, they weren't thinking like that. They were just seething, looking at the person ahead of them. Like, how come they're getting their full pay? What do you mean, how come? You know why. You didn't show up to work. You didn't do the work. Why would you get the rewards? Why would you get the benefit? You didn't bake the cake. You didn't go out and buy the ingredients. You didn't mix everything up together and pour it into the pan and pop it into the oven. So why are you asking, how come I don't have a cake? Because you didn't do the work to get it. So, like, that's why I like that, the audacity, like the nerve of someone to feel like they are owed your rewards when you've been doing the work. Like I said, you've been taking the right action, and whatever you've done with integrity. And kindness is also coming through. Oh, they took your kindness for naivete. That's it. Well, their fault. Sucks to be you. That's what I want to say. That's your fault for thinking someone being kind is like the equivalent of someone who's naive and gullible and easily manipulated. No, those things are not synonymous with each other, right? You can be kind, but you can also be wise to the world. You can be wise to what someone is up to. I don't know. Whatever it is, I want you to focus on the fact that look at the cards that came out. I'm going to say it again. It was 444. Not it was, it is 444. 1111. So divine progress and alignment. And then you have the world, the sun, and the tower. Okay, so it might be sudden. That's why I did say things were going to speed up. So that is why you need to rest and recalibrate. Find time, carve out a little bit of time, even if you don't have, let's say you've used all your vacation days already. Okay, that's okay. Carve out a little bit of time in the day to maybe shut everything off, even if you're just sitting in your car. Shut the radio off, shut everything off, and just stay parked in your car. Seeing someone outside of like their apartment building and just like with their eyes closed and just breathing. Do that. If that is all you have time for, do that. Even that, I'm saying that's enough to help get you acclimated and like create that new set point so that whatever you're being aligned for is like, you're ready to go when it comes in, because it's going to come in quick. We see that with the tower. It's going to be positive. We see that with the sun and boost of energy. And the world card, that is it, it's a cycle that ended. We've been talking about cycles so much because we're entering a new cycle. It is what it is. But just Saturn and, the karmic lessons and karmic rewards that was coming through. I mean, these are rewards for works well done, is what I want to say. So let it all come in. It's going to come in like a flood. And these rewards can be opportunities, it can be meeting the right people. I see a network again, like connections being made. So if it's someone's art or if it's your writing, your books, whatever it is that you do, the right people will see you because that is a part of your reward. It's not just monetary, okay? So don't think of it that way. Don't limit yourself to just money. Money is wonderful, of course it is. But I mean, it's not the only form of rewards that you can get, okay? These new connections, a new group of friends who help bring more joy into your life. Maybe that's what was missing and that's what you need. So you're going to get out there, your name is going to be out there, in even if it's just in your field, still you're going to be recognized, as in, appreciated for your abilities. And then you'll have this group of friends who after work you can go, you can hang out, you can, they're like-minded souls, I want to say, where you're not exactly the same, because of course that would be boring, but you add to each other's lives. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful reward. Maybe you didn't have that. It could also be love. Because I see or even business partnership. Okay, so either love partnership or business partnership. Take it however it's going to resonate for you. But yeah, even that is a reward to finally meet the person who either you feel like, what's going on? I feel like I'm kind of about to stumble on my words, but then I catch myself. Things are going to move quickly. I did say that. Okay, anyway, so this person that you're going to meet, if it is romantic, you're going to feel like, okay, this is the person, not who completes me, because you, in and of yourself, you feel complete, you feel whole. This is going to be someone who like adds so much more beauty into your life too, in many different ways, okay? And if this is a business partner, then this is that. I just heard yin to yang. Like this, you guys are going to be able to bounce ideas off each other. Like one person is like the dreamer, and the other person is I want to say like the active one. But I think what I'm getting with that is like the action taker is coming through. Okay, so one person's the dreamer, the other person's the action taker. One person is creative, the other person is one who can actually take those, plans or the creative ideas and turn them into something tangible, turn them into something like a model I'm getting. Say, for example, if it's like a tool or a toy. Okay, whatever it is for you. Whatever, it's just, my point is the rewards are going to look different for everyone. It's going to be exactly what you need to propel you forward, okay? Leadership and personal power is also standing out. Oh, I just noticed this twin flame union. All right, so maybe that's for someone, okay? With 1111, there's twin flame union right there. Wow. Okay. All right, guys. Ooh. I feel like saying that's it. Because I do want, yeah, because it's time to rest. Just rest and get ready. That's it. All right? Because things will start taking off. You will start getting those opportunities. You will start meeting the right people. You will start getting those karmic rewards. No one can take what is yours. They, like I said before, they can try, but remember, I saw that vision of someone trying to trip you up, but before they could even get close to you, it's like spirit stuck out their foot and tripped them up. So that time is over. Whatever lessons you had to learn in that last cycle to find yourself. Okay, there was a thing this morning. So I just did the last reading that was posted. It was like the Eight of Swords hard, but in animation. And so it was a totally different message, right? It's like she woke up to who she was. She ripped off that blindfold. So I feel like that's what that past cycle was. You had to remember who you were. You had to, yeah, so you had to get back into alignment with these. You had to be ready. Okay, that's it. That is it. You had to be ready for what's coming in. And a part of being ready is, again, resting and recalibrating. Okay, you're not lazy, you're not lost. It's just a little pause before things start to pick up and speed up. They're kind of giving you a minute, right? Because remember I said the tower came down, and yeah, something's trying to trip me up, but I always catch myself. Told you. Something's gonna try to trip you up, but they won't be able to. Yeah, so the tower came down, and then there's that rubble, and you have to clear that rubble. And so that's what you were doing. You were clearing the rubble. That the old you crumbled, and now you're clearing all of that, and that's done. And you're about to start building that foundation, that new foundation, the new beginnings. You're you're about to do that, but you need a minute. You need time to catch your breath, moving those boulders, parts of the old tower, clearing the way was exhausting. So you need a beat. You need to take a breath. That's what this time is. All right, so take that beat, take a breath, because things are going to start speeding up. And I want to show you, this is all that fell out. This is it. Okay. And it's not even, all of them didn't fall out. Some of them just caught my eye, right? I have to go back to the video and see. I don't remember. But yeah, some of them, like I saw when I was kind of shuffling, and I was like, ooh, this sticks out and I need to put this down. Like it was meant to be. Okay. It was meant to catch my eye. And I was supposed to take it out and put it down. And look at how perfectly it aligned with the message. So 444, 1111, Saturn, the sun, and the tower. Okay. Take that beat, take that breath, and prepare yourself, because things are going to start speeding up, and in the most beautiful way, though. It's going to be all good things. Spiritual awakening just passed. Like, just passed? Just passed. I was going to say just caught my eye on this card, but it said just passed, so maybe that's part of what you were going through. Okay. And this before the next step, you're just taking a breath so you can answer the call. All right. Okay, I hope something in this message resonated. I hope it made sense. Whatever it is, I feel excited. But like there's like this anticipation. I know something's coming in. All right, I just got like a weird nauseous feeling, but it's kind of like, when you're like, it's almost like the first day of school. Those jitters that. Oh, see, I told you, it's something that you're going to be excited about. Maybe a little bit nervous, just because it's something so new. But you got it. You got it. It's yours. It's meant to be yours. So you can't screw it up. Okay? All right. So again, I hope this message resonated. Whenever you see this, I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.